Hi everyone. Welcome back to Saatchi Studio, your cozy corner for dreamy home design ideas. Today, we're taking you on a charming journey into the world of aesthetic fusion, where the rustic magic of cottagecore meets the timeless elegance of Parisian style. Picture wild florals paired with gilded mirrors, soft laces dancing under antique chandeliers, and worn woods blending effortlessly with sculpted vintage furniture. In this video, we'll explore how to thoughtfully design a home that marries the two styles, creating a space that is feminine, antique-inspired, and irresistibly cozy. We'll go room by room, offering inspiration and design tips for every corner, from the entryway to the bedroom. So grab your favorite cup of tea, settle into your softest throw blanket, and let's begin creating your dream home. Parisian and cottagecore chic. Elevating your space with feminine and antique elements. Imagine a home where the beauty of the French countryside meets the softness of old-world Paris. Where every room tells a story, not in a loud, extravagant way, but through the quiet poetry of delicate fabrics, worn wooden textures, and subtle vintage charm. That's the essence of combining cottagecore and Parisian style. It's not just about aesthetics, it's a feeling. A way of life that celebrates slowness, femininity, nostalgia, and elegance all in one breath. Let's start right at the entrance. Your entryway is your home's first impression, and in this cottagecore meets Parisian world. It should whisper old-world charm the moment you step in. Think delicate wallpaper with soft floral motifs, perhaps in faded rose or celadon green, and a weathered wooden console table adorned with a gilded mirror. Hooks made of wrought iron for lace shawls or woven baskets add function with flair. A tufted bench with curved cabriole legs and a dusty blush fabric ties in the feminine essence. Add a vintage French table lamp with a pleated linen shade, a vase of fresh wildflowers or dried lavender, and you're instantly setting the tone. Remember, imperfection is beauty here. Slightly distressed wood, antique keys in a dish, or a time-worn oil painting brings soul to the space. Next, we arrive in the heart of the home, the living room. Here's where cottagecore coziness embraces Parisian sophistication. Start with a neutral base, soft whites, linen creams, and warm taupes. Incorporate a classic French settee with a fluted back and ornate wooden legs, upholstered in faded floral or velvet. Layer it with crocheted throws and floral cushions in mismatched patterns. Think faded peonies, toile prints, and tiny roses. A well-loved Chesterfield or Bergeret chair works beautifully here. To ground the space, add a vintage Persian rug with muted reds and blues. Decorate the walls with a gallery of vintage botanical prints in gold frames, maybe even mix in an antique oil portrait for that romantic Parisian flair. And don't forget the lighting. A crystal chandelier adds just the right amount of elegance, softened by the warm glow of table lamps with scalloped shades. Bring in natural elements, a cane basket filled with books, trailing plants in ceramic pots, and perhaps a lace curtain that allows sunlight to pour in and dance on the floor. Now, to the bedroom, the sanctuary of dreams. Here, the combination of cottagecore and Parisian style really comes to life. Begin with an antique wrought iron or carved wooden bed, dressed in layers of linens. Think ruffled white sheets, a floral quilt, and lace-edged pillowcases in soft lilac, sage, or blush. a small crystal lamp rests on a vintage nightstand beside stacked novels and dried roses in a glass bottle. Add an armoire with curved legs and a hand-painted floral motif or a worn cream finish for authenticity. Bring in an upholstered vanity with a trifold mirror and a bentwood chair, perfect for getting ready by morning light. On the walls, hang framed sketches, faded postcards, and a small floral wreath. Tulle canopy drapes, softly flowing curtains, and warm ambient light will make this room feel like a page from a fairy tale. Let's talk about the bathroom, a space of everyday luxury. Here, Parisian style shines. Start with a clawfoot tub, maybe in classic white or even a soft mint hue. Above it, a crystal chandelier creates that instant Parisian bathhouse feel. Add lace curtains and soft lighting. The cottagecore elements appear in floral printed towels. A wooden stool by the tub with a teacup and candle, and vintage apothecary jars holding bath salts or dried flowers. A curved vanity with a marble top, antique faucet, and oval mirror with gold trim ties the two styles together effortlessly. Floor tiles could feature dainty floral mosaics or classic checkerboard in pale tones. This room should feel like a place to escape into a novel, romantic, feminine, and restorative. Now let's wander into the kitchen, a sanctuary for slow living and rustic beauty. This kitchen blends aged wood with elegant details. Picture creamy cabinetry with vintage brass hardware. Open shelves proudly display hand-thrown pottery, floral china, and enamel cookware. A Parisian-style marble countertop sits above a farmhouse sink with a vintage brass faucet. Add soft linen curtains under the sink, and a small freestanding French cupboard painted in a distressed sage or duck egg blue. Hang a bundle of dried herbs above the stove. A rustic wooden island with carved legs doubles as a prep table and display area for fresh flowers and copper pans. Light is key here. A small chandelier or ruffled pendant adds the perfect amount of romance overhead. And don't forget a sweet breakfast nook, a round bistro table with a lace tablecloth, paired with mismatched wooden chairs. Add a vintage sugar pot, floral tea cups, and voila, you've created the most inviting morning corner imaginable. Let's move into the dining room, where storytelling and long, candlelit dinners happen. Here, an antique farmhouse table takes center stage, ideally with spindle legs or a natural wood grain top. Pair it with a mix of French-style chairs, maybe some have caned backs, others are slip-covered in linen. This eclectic blend makes the room feel loved and layered. Above the table hangs a French chandelier, dripping crystals, perhaps slightly tarnished for authenticity. Your table settings can include heirloom plates, floral napkins, and antique silver cutlery. On the sideboard or console, add a large gilded mirror and vintage candlesticks. A bowl of seasonal fruit, an urn with hydrangeas, or even an arrangement of dried grasses completes the look. This room should feel collected over time, not curated in a showroom. Let's not forget those small, soulful corners. Create a reading nook near a window, a floral upholstered chair, a lace-covered ottoman, and a floor lamp with soft golden light. Add a tiny table with a stack of antique books, a teacup, and a pot of violets or a trailing plant. These quiet, feminine corners scattered throughout the house make the home feel poetic and lived in. hang botanical art or pressed flowers in floating frames. Drape lace doilies over bookshelves, include embroidered textiles, and always, always, make room for fresh blooms. And that, dear friends, is how we bring together the warm, storybook charm of cottagecore with the elegance and femininity of Parisian decor, all touched by the magic of antiques and romantic details. This home style is not just about aesthetics, it's about emotion, nostalgia, and softness. It's about finding beauty in imperfection and making room for romance in the everyday. We hope today's video inspired you to embrace a style that feels personal, soulful, and stunningly timeless. If you enjoyed this episode of Saatchi Studio, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss a new design idea. Let us know in the comments, which room was your favorite? And what other style combinations would you love us to explore? Until next time, stay cozy, stay creative, and keep designing with heart.